Number 2 is Endless Time. Herman Hagerman trains for Ronald Lamar Burks of Cypress, Texas. Emmanuel Miller will call the shots. 5 wins, 7 seconds in 12 starts. Comes in with a 4-race win streak. Wins at Hilliard, Bucyrus, Mount Vernon, and Paynesville. Number 3 is Camineri. Christopher Beaver trains for breeder Sandra Burnett. He also co-owns. Clifton Bell will be making the drive. 2 wins, 4 seconds, 3/3 in 13 starts. Was a second-place finisher last time out at Marysville. Number 4 is Count the Roses. Matthew Burkholder trains for Laura Blogdit. 0 wins in 11 starts. Has a 4th-place finish last time out at Paynesville, Lake County Fair. Tyler Angus will drive. Number 5 is Home Run Queen. Darren Harvey will drive for trainer Wes Hirschberger, who trains for Wayne Mass Jr. and Stephen A. Miller. This one has been first or second 8 of 11 starts. Last time out was in the Buckeye Stallion Series, a 7th-place finisher, timed in 1:56 and 3. Number 6 is Butter in Syrup. Scott Cox trains for the Dark Horse Farms. Chris Lems will call the shots. 2 wins, 3 seconds, 2/3 in 8 starts. Last time out was in the $100,000 leg of the Ohio Sire Stakes, a 5th-place finish, timed in 56 and 4. And number 7, a little pixie dust. Jessica Rogner trains and owns. Luke Ebersol will drive. This one, 2 wins, 2/3 in 7 starts. No starts as a 2-year-old. Comes in off a 6th-place finish here at Northfield Park and the non-winners of 2. Right now, the choice is Butter in Syrup, coming off that 5th-place finish in the Ohio Sire Stakes. Thanks to our friend J.D. Varnell, who gives us updates from outside of the state. The stable won one of the divisions of the Arden Downs 2-year-old colt, so big night for the stable. As I mentioned earlier, I saw a post. They had 15 starters, and they have 2 wins here tonight at the Summit County Fair, and they have a win in the Grand Circuit event at the Meadows. Thought I saw the Meadows, Scioto, Northfield, and then Hoosier Park and Woodbine, or Mohawk Park, I'm sorry. So those were the 5 various tracks
Okay.
they were racing at.
I'm sorry. I missed some of that. I think we're back on YouTube now, but
All right.
more importantly, Steve Ulrich has given us a hot tip.
You would have to meet him outside.
We can get this done.
All right. Antonio sounds good to me. Here, I'll just give you my wallet. There's not much in it, but it's all yours.
Whatever it takes.
Here. It helps to have cameramen who work at night so we can.
Yeah, they know all the tricks.
Yes. You might have to show me how to work this if you have to go down and get the pizza. So your 4 to 5 choice is the 6 Butter in Syrup. Getting some support is the 1 Purple People Eater. Now, what's the Purple People Eater from?
What is that from?
It was a song, a
yeah.
one-eyed, one-horn flying Purple People Eater, but I know them more as the defensive line for the Minnesota Vikings back in the day. In the 70s, they called their defense the Purple People Eaters. Camineri. Do you know what Camineri is in Japan? Japanese?
Wait, Thunder. Something.
Very good.
Something Thunder. Is it just Thunder?
Thunder. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yep, see? Again, more useless knowledge. We have one in the infield. Seems more prevalent at Scioto Downs than it is here at Northfield Park. Emmanuel Miller taking endless time through the grass. There is Camineri on your screen, the 3. Sandra Burnett homebred. Chris Beaver is the trainer and a co-owner. There's the 1 Purple People Eater. Ryan Stahl looks for his 4th win, and Jason McGinnis will look for his 3rd training win. Now click down to 2 to 1. How far is Republic, Ohio from Northfield Park?
I don't know. I don't know where Republic, Ohio is, to tell you the truth.
It is west of Bellefontaine, or Bucyrus. I
Is
drive
it?
through it now when I go to Marblehead.
Okay.
And it just doesn't seem that close. And I mean, in the winter, I mean, Ryan Stahl's been racing here forever. So
Yeah.
probably many a night at 1:30 in the morning, he's driving home in the snow and the wind. Purple People Eater has taken over the top choice. Our TVs are a little slower than the tote board. Either that or they're dyslexic because they switched them. Tote board says 7-5. This says 3-2. 6 is 3-2 on the board. 7-5 on here on the TV. So obviously, number one, Purple People Eater will have a rail advantage. Tim Conkright says, "Wow, we're getting old." Is he referencing us?
Probably.
Probably with good reason.
I felt pretty old when I finally got up to walk around a little bit. I was so stiff.
We've been
couldn't hardly move.
we've been sedentary for 3.5 hours. Field of 7 behind the gate. Purple People here looks to be a little late. We'll send it up to Kenny Levengood for a call of the 11th 3-year-old filly trot.
Here they come. They're off and a trotting. Home Run Queen takes a swing down the center. Endless time to that one's inside. Then it's Purple People Eater from the rail who slides up into third. Onto this first turn they go. Home Run Queen to the front. Back to second and endless time. Then it's Purple People Eater in third. Kaminari is racing fourth. Butter and Syrup will land in fifth tonight in front of Count the Roses and a little Pixie Dust. So they work their way up the backstretch, driving to the opening quarter mark. Home Run Queen shows the way. Quarter time is 28 seconds for the sophomore trotters into the far turn. Endless time is second. Purple People Eater is third. Kaminari races fourth. Butter and Syrup is in the fifth spot with Count the Roses second last. And a little Pixie Dust is 8.5 lengths behind this front-stepping leader, Home Run Queen. Home Run Queen to the halfway point. On top leading Endless Time. Purple People Eater third. Kaminari fourth. Now fifth as Butter and Syrup improves on the rim. That's going to flush out Purple People Eater. So the favorites are 1-2 in the flow. Down at the inside, Count the Roses. Then a little Pixie Dust, who will be third over on the favorites back through a half and 58 seconds. So it was a second panel rating for Home Run Queen, the target. Home Run Queen leads the way. Purple People Eater at that leader's wheel. Butter and Syrup has slightly gapped the cover while fourth. Meanwhile, down at the inside is Endless Time, who's enjoyed a nice trip. Then it's Kaminari, a little Pixie Dust, and Count the Roses. To the 7th inning stretch they go. Home Run Queen the leader, leading it by a length after 3 quarters in 1:27. Into the far turn, Home Run Queen, turning away Purple People Eater. Endless Time has had the trip. Now Butter and Syrup will find her best and rev up 3 wide. Kaminari saves ground at the rail. Meanwhile, Home Run Queen's opened up 2 with an 1/8 to go. Endless Time back through to be second. Then it's Kaminari third. Butter and Syrup 3 wide, not firing as they spin for home. Home Run Queen's off the turn in command. Endless Time and Kaminari aren't closing. Home Run Queen goes right down the road. Endless Time, then Kaminari and Butter and Syrup, 157.
Home Run Queen goes gate to wire. Tip of the hat to Eric Hempel, one of our watchers before the race started, put 5 to win. So, Home Run Queen, front stepping fashion, 4th win in 12 starts. was in the action last time out and was sitting third at the top of the stretch in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Faded to 7th, but was timed in 56 and 3. Time of the mile here tonight, 1:57. Home Run Queen, black filly out of Full Count, out of the Angus Hall mare Quantum Victoria. Bred by Ray Yoder here in Ohio, owned by Wayne Mass Jr. and Stephen Miller of Dundee and Millersburg, Ohio, respectively. West Hirschberger trains. Darren Harvey picks up his first win of the evening. Five, 2, 3, 6 unofficial. My dad said whenever you're watching a race after the winner crosses the finish line, pick up the 5th, 6th, and 7th place horses. He says because the tote board will tell you 1 or 2 through 4, so I can get the rundown.
She was an awful nice filly last year, too. I mean, just ultra consistent.
Was on the board 12 of 14 starts last season.
Mass Jr. and Stephen Miller, trimmed by Wes Hirschberger. Darren Harvey, the winning driver. She's a 3-year-old black filly by Full Count out of Quantum Victoria by Angus Hall. Bred by Ray Yoder of Ohio, 12th lifetime win, 4th this season. 157 is a lifetime best. Home Run Queen out of the park. 5-2-3-6 official.
5-2-3-6 is official. Waiting for the prices. The winner pays $985 to $80. Number 2, Endless Time, $12 to place, $4. And 3, Camineri, $6.40 to show. Top down, 623, 714, 5 on the bottom, 28, 58, 127, 157 for the mile. A new lifetime best for Home Run Queen. Darren Harvey must get along with this one quite well. Last 6 starts, 2 wins in 4 seconds in those 6 starts. "55% of the way through, Matt.
We made it this far.
We made it this far.
They are adding a couple extra minutes between races. We were going to post. Now our last one was 7 or 9. This one's 7, but that's all right.
The 12th race, 3-year-old colt in gelding pace, 3rd division, $5,700 purse. Field of 7, 0 changes. We'll talk about all 7 after these messages.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding farm. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancing Yankee, a 2-time world champion, along with 2019 jug winner Southwind Ozzy, the son of Some Beach Somewhere. Cool Winds also stands the royally bred $2 million earning Western Fame. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 13th.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Welcome back to MGM Northfield Park. On your screen is information regarding the Carl Milstein Memorial, Saturday, August 10th. That is an invitational 3-year-old pace. Dave Bianconi always seems to put together a good field for that. On the undercard will be the Courageous Lady, a 3-year-old filly event, and a pair of Ohio bred pace and trot for the older horses, the veterans. You can't say older horses now. You have to call them veterans. There is the Myra Charna Presidential Pace and the Tom Aldridge Trot. And while we talk about Tom Aldridge, Tom was recently made a finalist on the ballot for the Harness Racing Hall of Fame in Goshen, New York. The ballots will be sent soon to all the members of the various chapters of the United States Harness Writers Association. And traditionally, the winning individuals are announced in mid-September. So fingers crossed for our home state boy, Tom Aldridge, longtime race official here at Northfield Park. Retired, I want to say about 5 years ago, but he is an associate judge this week, or here tonight at the Summit County Fair. Tim wants to know who's going to be at Bowling Green, Ohio. There will be 2 cameramen. Steve will be on top of the bleachers. Matt Clark will be running the one in the cushy grandstand that's covered and out of the weather. He's not here if you haven't noticed. Steve Bateson will be one of the announcers, and let me look real fast who the other is going to be. Susan Schroeder. So Susan Schroeder will be, Steve Bateson, OHHA former president, will be at both days, Sunday and Tuesday at Bowling Green. Tim, the question for you, though, is who's going to be in the garage bar? Cruising right along. We're into the 12th race. This is the 3rd division of the 3-year-old colt pace. Big day of racing tomorrow around the country. The Grand Circuit will be making its annual stop at the Meadows in Washington, PA. The Audio Volo for 3-year-old filly pacers, followed by the Adios. Final $350,000 on the line there. Obviously, a lot of rooting interest here in the state of Ohio on the 5 Clever Cody, and Dr. Ian Moore won a couple legs of the Ohio Sire Stakes already. Finished beaten a second by a scant nose in the North America Cup Consolation after breaking stride in their elimination. So a little bit of Ohio fandom there, if you will, in the Adios. And then the top drivers will probably get on a private plane and will head to the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tomorrow night there are 3 eliminations of the Hambletonian Oaks and 2 eliminations of the Hambletonian. Top 5 in each of the eliminations for the Hambletonian will come back for next Saturday's $1 million final. The top 3 finishers in each of the